Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Southern Gal True Crime. I just have a quick video. I found some current stories in the news that I wanted to share with you. And the first one that we're going to take a look at, I did talk about when they put out the Amber Alert for little baby Aaliyah. Let me get my screen share going so you can read along with me. Baby Aaliyah has been found safe. If it'll come up, there it is. She has been found safe, but this is just such a horrible story. As you can see the headline, it says baby found alive after Amber Alert issued. Mom found deceased in New Mexico Park, and a suspect is now in custody. And this article came out on May 6th, which is yesterday. Today, as I'm recording this, but yesterday, as you'll be watching it. And this comes from a USA Today website. And it says authorities have found a 10-month-old baby girl from New Mexico after an Amber Alert was issued. The baby's mother and another woman were found deceased, and her sister was found injured in a park last week. Police have taken the suspect into custody in connection to the case, and the girl, Aaliyah Maria Torres, was reported missing Friday out of Clovis, New Mexico, which is about 3 hours east of Albuquerque. On Monday morning, the Clovis Police Department announced that she was found. They say baby Aaliyah has been taken to a local area hospital as a precautionary measure, Clovis police said in a statement on Facebook. And the background to this story, the investigation into her disappearance and her mother's death began just before 4:30 p.m. Friday when someone called the Clovis Police Department and said that they had found the bodies of two women at Ned Houck Park, which is located 5 miles north of Clovis. Officers showed up and found two women with GSWs on the ground next to a silver Dodge minivan. A girl was also found on the ground with a head injury, and officers began helping the child, who EMS eventually took to Plains Regional Medical Center. The girl was later transferred to a hospital in Lubbock, Texas. Officers also found an infant car seat, an infant stroller, and a small baby bottle at the scene, leading them to believe that there was an infant with the victims when they passed. They searched for the infant and eventually identified the deceased women at the scene as Samantha Cisneros, 23, and Taryn Allen, also 23, both from Texaco, New Mexico. The 9th Judicial Major Crime Unit took over the investigation and interviewed family members who told them Cisneros is the mother of both the girl found at the scene, and the girl they found at the scene was, I believe, 5 years old. She did have a head injury, and 10-month-old Aaliyah Maria Torres, who was nowhere to be found. Investigators believe that Aaliyah had been abducted by the perpetrator of this crime and was in immediate danger, Clovis police said Friday. An Amber Alert was issued for Aaliyah. USA Today contacted Clovis police, the FBI, and the 9th Judicial District Attorney to ask about the charges that the suspect will face and the medical condition of both children involved. Authorities did not immediately respond, but Clovis PD referred to the case as a double homicide and child abduction in an earlier press release. So that is the update on little baby Aaliyah. So thankful that she has been found alive. It's a miracle. But unfortunately, her mother did not make it. So thoughts and prayers go out to that family. They do have a suspect in custody, so I will keep my eye on this story, and I will bring you share with you any updates as I find them. All right, next we have a very sad case out of Michigan. The body of a missing teen has been found in the St. Joseph River, family says. And this is a picture. His name is Erickson. And this is from also an article from yesterday. And it says police say they have located a body in the St. Joseph River while searching for a missing teenager out of Benton Harbor. Erickson Mejia Cruz was reported missing to the police last Thursday, May 2nd. The family of the 15-year-old boy tells WNDU 16 News Now they had been looking for him for the past 4 days. They describe Erickson as happy-go-lucky with a giving heart. They said he is a very docile person. It says Pedro Hernandez, who is his uncle, very big-hearted, tried to help anybody that he could at any time. It didn't matter what time it was. If you needed help, he was there. He was that person that you could count on. Officers were told that Erickson may have jumped off the Napier Avenue Bridge into the St. Joseph River. Family members were told by police that video surveillance from the hospital across the street captured 2 teens jumping from that bridge, Erickson and an unidentified girl. One question baffling the family is why the teen would jump into the river when he can't swim. And this is a picture of the bridge. And that is very, very disturbing. Even if you weren't afraid of the water, jumping off a bridge into a body of water is very dangerous. I'm going to assume that both, or obviously Erickson was a teenager. I'm going to assume that the unidentified female that was with him was also a teenager. When teenagers get together, unfortunately, they can do things, make some bad decisions, and unfortunately, it looks like that may be the case here, and a very tragic outcome. It goes on to say, while searching for the boy on Monday afternoon, the Berrien County Sheriff's Department Marine Patrol located the body of a male subject in the St. Joseph River around 12:25 p.m. The body has yet to be positively identified by the medical examiner's office, but family members tell WNDU they were called to the police station on Monday to receive the devastating news. And the investigation is ongoing, and the family would like anyone with information to come forward. And they say we need eyes everywhere, we need ears everywhere. If you guys hear something, report it. Do not keep it to yourself, Hernandez says. And there is a picture of Erickson. So just like I said, a very tragic story. So sad. Thoughts and prayers once again going out to that family. Next, we have a case from Missouri. This is from Fox 23 Now. St. Genevieve County Sheriff is asking public's help identifying a body found in the Mississippi River. And see if I can get the pictures to come up. We'll go back down to the pictures. This is from St. Genevieve, Missouri, and it says on May 1st at around 1:38 p.m., the sheriff's office received a call from Tower Rock Stone. The employees there located a body floating in the Mississippi River. Workers secured the body and transported it to the area of the Little Rock Landing in St. Genevieve. The sheriff's office and the county coroner responded to the landing where they took possession of the body. An autopsy was performed, and they are now needing the public's help in hoping to identify the body and contact relatives. The body is identified as a black male, approximately 5'8", weighing 160 to 170 pounds. The age of the male is estimated to be between the 20s and 40s. The teeth are all natural. The subject has several tattoos. His right middle finger had a heart-shaped tattoo, which was hidden underneath a silver ring. He had a lined braid of stars with the name CC on the left hand wrist area. On his right hand wrist area, he had a tattoo labeled as Love Melinda. And on his left shoulder, he had a tattoo of STL and a cardinal on a baseball bat. I'm assuming the STL stands for St. Louis, like the St. Louis Cardinals baseball team. The male subject was wearing several layers of clothing. He had on a pair of red jogging pants over a pair of black jogging pants, a black Friday the 13th t-shirt with a white gray hooded sweatshirt that stated Faith Over Fear on the chest and a Faith down both sleeves. He had on one crew sock and one ankle sock with fleece-lined suede house shoes or boots. He was also wearing a woman's bra. He had on a dog tag style chain around his neck without the dog tags and a silver ring on his right middle finger. He is believed to have been in the water for 1 to 2 weeks. So anyone who may know the identity of this person is asked to call the Detective Bureau at 573-883-5820, extension 18504, or email Lieutenant Lance White at lwhite@sgcso.com. And we'll go back down and see if right there is a picture of the clothing that he was seen wearing, or that said that it was layered. He was wearing it in layers, all this clothing. That might indicate possibly he was homeless. Nothing confirmed. That's just my opinion, what I'm guessing or thinking. But yeah, if you have any information, if you live in that area and may have seen this person or recognize this clothing, please contact the number I gave you. All right, next we have a very bizarre story, and this is from where's this from? Mississippi. And you can see the headline there. It says kids fishing in small lake reel in human leg, police say. And this is also from yesterday. This is from Rankin County, Mississippi. And it says officials in Mississippi are investigating after a human leg was found in a small lake Sunday. Flowood Police Chief Eric Zetterholm said a group of kids were fishing at the old Primos Lake in Rankin County, where an old mine is located. WLBT reports the area is restricted with no trespassing signs clearly displayed. And while fishing, one of the kids' lures snagged a human leg that had a sock on it, police said. The police chief said the kids immediately called police when they pulled in the leg, which is absolutely what you should do. Investigators said more bones were found in the lake on Monday, and they are continuing to search for more remains. The Rankin County coroner was at the location on Sunday. He said he would take the leg to the ME's office to start a DNA process and hopefully identify the person. The chief said the leg was mostly bone, suggesting that it had been in the water for a while. So yeah, that is a very disturbing and bizarre story. I'm sure they'll probably look into any missing persons cases that they have in that area, and hopefully they can get this individual identified, and the family will be able to bring this person home and lay them to rest. The last story I have for you is a DNA has been found in a cold case, and you guys, anybody who's watched me for long enough knows that I love these cold cases. And this is from 11alive.com, and it is from Georgia, Putnam County, Georgia. And you can see the headline that says FBI confirms new leads connected to DNA evidence, excuse me, and cell phone data in disturbing killings of elderly couple on Lake Oconee or Oconee. And it says it's an unsolved double homicide like no other in Middle Georgia. Russell Drummond, 88, and his wife Shirley, 87, were married 68 years when the couple's lives were abruptly and brutally ended on May 3rd, 2014. The couple was living out their golden years in a beautiful gated lakefront property on Lake Oconee in Putnam County. However, something very sinister happened inside their Carolyn Drive home. FBI Special Agent Andy Smith explained, "We're not ready to put all the details about what happened out that night." Smith has been an agent for 22 years. He has been working on this case for 9 of those years. He says, "I've never seen a case like this in my time as an FBI agent. It's a case with many unanswered questions that only the team investigating the double homicide and whoever took the lives of Russell and Shirley can answer." As Smith acknowledged, "I do believe it was more than one person involved." It was a Thursday afternoon, May 1st, 2014, and that Russell was captured on surveillance video inside a local Publix, and it is the last known sighting of him alive. That Thursday is also the last day the Dermonds were ever heard from again. The couple was expected to watch the 140th running of the Kentucky Derby on that following Saturday, May 3rd, 2014, at a neighbor's house, but they never showed up. As their phones went unanswered, neighbors grew concerned, and on Tuesday, May 6, 2014, a neighbor went to check on the Dermonds. Their door was unlocked, and after searching the home, the neighbor found Russell's headless body on the ground in the couple's garage. It was a 911 call not typically placed in Putnam County. A crime like this, we don't see a lot of in Middle Georgia, especially in Putnam County and Lake Oconee area. We just don't see it. It just does not happen, Smith explained. Little did investigators know just how much more sinister things were about to get. After searching the home, police could not find Shirley. Not only was she missing, but so was Russell's head. And Smith said, "This is incredibly unusual, to say the least." It wouldn't be until 10 days later, on May 16th, that a fisherman made a gruesome discovery about 5 miles away from the couple's home in Lake Oconee. It was Shirley. Her body was tied to cinder blocks. Smith said she was placed in the lake, so there was obviously an intent for her to not be found. It was a mistake by the couple's killer, but it did not help investigators in their search for finding who carried out this heinous crime. Due to Shirley's body being in the water, there wasn't a lot of evidence. However, it was later determined that she was likely beaten to death. Smith said it was incredibly brutal. Despite the brutality of the crime, he pointed out the lack of evidence they found at the crime scene. But Smith said from the very beginning, all signs pointed to this not being a random crime. The lack of evidence of a theft makes it seem more of a personal crime, he explained. Smith said nothing from the home was missing besides Mr. Russell's head. There was possibly evidence there that could identify someone as the reason that the head was taken, he explained. While evidence was collected and a team of investigators worked the case, Eventually, it did go cold, but they never stopped working on it. We have never stopped trying to find who committed this homicide, Smith said. It will be on the eve of the 10th anniversary on Sunday that Smith would confirm they have new leads in the case connected to DNA evidence and cell phone technology. Last week, one of the most promising leads was made public by Putnam County Sheriff Howard Seals. He confirmed that DNA found on Russell's shirt does not belong to Russell or Shirley. Seals explained it's probably going to be whoever carried out these homicides, or at least someone who is a party to the crime. He pointed out that even though they ruled out the Drumonds, they still have more testing to do to find out whose DNA was found on the shirt. As Smith said, it's not just DNA evidence that has created new leads in this decades-old mystery. He said they're also evaluating cell data, making it clear they've done a very good job at holding their cards close to their chest. He explained there are several things that we have that we are evaluating that no one knows about. As far as developing suspects, he said they are on the right path and hoping these new leads will lead them to their demands, offender or offenders. He went on to say, we do have leads. We're looking for you, and we're not going to stop until we get you. He said, with advances in technology and the new leads that they have developed, he is confident that the team will soon be able to bring justice to the family. A $25,000 reward is being offered for anyone who has information on who took the life of the Drumonds or may have been involved. Investigators don't believe that one person carried out this act. So if you have any information, you can call the FBI's Atlanta field office at 770-216-3000 or the Putnam County Sheriff's Office at 706-485-8557. So that is my cold case DNA evidence case of the week that I wanted to share with you. And just a very, obviously very disturbing, with the head being cut off. Like I said in the article, it could be that they wanted to conceal the identity or maybe hide evidence. But at any rate, once again, thoughts and prayers go out to the Drumonds family. And hopefully they're on the right track. They have some DNA, they have some cell phone data to look at, and hopefully they can get this case taken care of, get it solved. All right, guys, I think that is all that I have for you today. I just wanted to share those stories with you. Before you get out of here, please give a thumbs up to the video if you find it informative or interesting. If you are new, if it's your first time here, thank you for dropping in and spending some time with me. If you are not subscribed, please consider doing so. Hit the notification bell to all so you get notifications of when I upload new videos or go live. Please check out my playlist. Please, if you don't share or watch anything else, please watch my missing person and cold case videos. Those are the most important videos that I do here. Share to get these missing persons and these cold cases out there so that they are never forgotten. So until next time, thank you. Thanks everybody for watching. I will be back Thursday or Friday with my cold case of the week. And until then, everybody be careful out there. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. That's the most important thing we can do, is take care of our fellow human beings. And I will see you next time. Thanks, guys.